Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome, everyone. What a special day it is already. Let's sing together. You know the song.
Why are there so many songs about rainbows and what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. You said that every wish would be heard and answered when wished on a morning star. Somebody thought of that and someone believed it, and look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing, and what do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell, we know that it's probably magic. Have you been half asleep, and have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet sound that calls the young sailors? The voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. La da dee da 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 dum, la da da dee da dum da dee.
Happy Sunday here at the Salt Lake Center for Spiritual Living, where transformation happens and where rumor has it that our prayers for rain are about to be answered. Hallelujah. I'm Linda Brewer. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to welcome all of you right here in the room with me and all of you in our 2 virtual sanctuaries on Facebook and YouTube. Love streamers, please say hello so we know you're there. Our center is a spiritual community that teaches a philosophy for daily living based on spiritual principles and practices that are universal among religions. We honor every pathway by which people seek to know and connect with the divine, and we work on our individual consciousness so that we can help make the world a better place. Let's say our promise statement together. We promise to embody love, compassion, and kindness everywhere we go, and to be the peaceful presence we want to experience in this world. We recognize the divine oneness in everyone and everything, including all living creatures, Mother Earth, and the universe. We promise to be generous, sharing our time, talents, and treasures as we serve from the highest truth that love is the way. Recognizing and embodying this love for all, we help create a world that works for everyone. Thank you. Our theme this month is harmony and happiness. And I am personally so happy to have as our speaker both today and next week our beloved former minister, Reverend Donald Graves. His talk is called The Power of Good, ... For our special music today, Bazeen is back with us, which means we get the very rare treat of seeing Raj in front of the camera instead of in back of it, which he always is. Some of you may have heard us talk about Raj, and you're new here. You may never have seen his face before, but we couldn't do this without him. And so you'll get to see him this morning. So this is the day. All right, our practitioners serving today are Teresa Martin, sharing a reading, a time of sacred silence and prayer, and our beloved practitioner emeritus, Audrey Gum, holding high watch, knowing that throughout this service, the best and highest is unfolding for each one of us as we share this sacred time together. Remember, we have a 9:30 book study in the first floor retreat center each week. All are welcome to join, whether or not you've read the book. Our book this month is The Inner Work, An Invitation to True Freedom and Lasting Happiness by Matthew Micheletti and Ashley Cottrell. And to be announced next month's book. Do we have anybody here for the first time today? If you'll raise your hand, we'd love Drew. Not Drew. Anyone that really is here for the first time back here? A couple people. We are so very grateful to have you here with us. Thank you for joining us. If you haven't already done so, we have some information about the center at our hospitality table in the foyer, and a gift of a Science of Mind magazine for you. And we affirm for you and for everyone here that you will experience a blessing here this morning, and I know you will. So thanks for joining us. All right, as I share more about what's coming up, which is a lot, please remember that you can always find out lots more by either strolling along the hall outside, where there are a million flyers on the wall that you can look at and tell you what's coming up, or you can check out our website at spirituallyfree.org, and everything you want to know about our center is there. We work really hard to keep it up to date, actually, and so please check that out if you have any questions, or ask somebody on the hospitality team out there. So, all right, here's a preview of what's coming up. This month's Wednesday experience will be this Wednesday, the 27th at 6 p.m. It will feature Jared Hurst sharing a process called Reset Breathwork. The experience will blend intentional breathing, music, headphones, and aromatherapy to help you process your trapped emotions, gain clarity within, and reconnect with your true self. They will be providing eye masks, and you're asked to bring your own mat, bolster, pillow, whatever it is you need to be comfortable on the floor while this goes on, and also to bring a journal where you can keep notes about your experience. So that's this. Yes, Shanti? Okay, there will be massage tables if you can't be on the floor, so don't let that stop you. Thanks. And so that's this Wednesday at 6 p.m. And Shanti, thank you for all that you do to make that experience happen each month. We really are grateful. All right, as we end, we're coming to the end of August and summer, but it's all right. So here are a few things coming up in September. We're going back to school. So we will have a fall class, the title to be announced. We want you just waiting to see what happens. All right, here's what else, though. On Friday, September 12th, Rob Wallace and Chris Bowers will be back for an evening with kirtan. They did our special music. Remember how great that was? So they're going to do a whole evening of that with us. On Sunday, the 14th, Right after this service, we will have the orientation for our new Salt Lake Center choir called Mixed Blessings. I think that's because they're saying you don't need to be able to sing to be part of it. So I'm guessing that's part of the mixed blessing. On Sunday the 21st, Megan Solito will be back with us as our speaker and doing a special workshop afterwards. And as I said, there will be a new certificated class coming soon. Also, please save the date, October 18th, that's a Saturday. There will be an all-day event, fantastic, featuring a number of inspirational speakers. So it's a great time to spend a day transforming your life. I remind you that Reverend Cindy is unplugged and on vacation. So if you need something, please send an email to the office assistant account, and they will let you know. We will get back to you. I will check that and send it to whoever can answer your question, and so take part in that. And okay. The Pray Harmony event continues until September 22nd, so if you would like a prayer for harmony to start off your day in this sometimes not harmonious world, it's a great way to start the day, so you can sign up for that online or outside. All right, as I always do, I remind you our center was founded on, it is grounded in prayer. Our professional prayer practitioners are trained in the art and science of affirmative prayer so that if you're struggling with anything, they can know the highest truth for you until you are ready to know that for yourself. You can submit a prayer request on our website or in the prayer box outside. And if you would like an in-person prayer, our practitioners will be available right across the hall for an in-person prayer right after the service. So please take advantage of that. And so I invite you now to please settle in, allow Teresa's reading in the sacred silence, and the centering music to connect you with that spirit within, and then Teresa will lead us in prayer.
Good morning. My reading today is adapted from Ernest Holmes from the study, The Science of Mind. So this is what he has to say. There is a power for good in the universe, and we can use it. He reminds us that the higher, positive, universal power exists, and that we can access and direct for our own benefit and for the benefit of others. By consciously tapping into the divine source that lives within us and aligning with positive thoughts and principles, we can achieve joy, wonder, and the desired results in our lives. We live in a spiritual universe where God lives in us, through us, and for us. This divine power works for us by working through us. And as always, the divine power works for us by working through us always, but until we recognize its power. So we have to recognize it. We can't utilize it as power. The only limits to this power are the fruits of our own beliefs. If we say we can only experience a little good, then we shall experience only a little good. And then when we know that the God is with all things are possible, then we experience a greater good because we have believed it. So it's got to do with our belief. It's in our belief that sets the limit to our demonstration of a principle, which of itself is without limit. It is ready to fulfill everything because it is infinite. The power of Spirit is always available to us, but the question is, are we ready to receive it?
the song, I am the singer. You are the wind, I am the chime. You are the love, I am the lover. I am the branch, you are the vine. I rest now in the place where we are one. I rest now in the place where we are one. You are the thought, I am the thinker. You are the fire, I am the flame. You are the light, I am the candle. You are the ocean, I am the rain. I rest now in the place where we are one. I rest now in the place where we are one. I rest now in the place where we are one. I rest now in the place where we are one. I am that I am. I am that I am. I
I am indeed grateful for the I am presence that is within each and every one. I am grateful for this beautiful morning where rain is promised. I am grateful for all of you being here. For those of you who are online listening, thank you so much. I am deeply grateful for all that it takes to put this meditation and prayer and celebration service together each Sunday. There's a lot of work entails, and each and every one gives their time and energy for all of that. I'm so grateful for that. Because this power is within each of us, and we spread it around. It is a feeling, it is a knowing, it is an understanding of who we really are. This presence is in us at all times, and we express it. We are the existence of the divine in form, and that is a noble and wondrous situation to be. We are that which the divine expresses as. What a powerful talk today the Reverend Donald has on his menu. I know that he will tell you all about that because this power is incredible. And I claim right now that each and everyone here is blessed with this power. This power is in the heart of each and every one. When you heard that we were all perfect at the meditation today, that is so true. Our divine spirit is perfection within. So that perfection is always with us. We just have to acknowledge it. So I give thanks for each and every one here. I give thanks for the service, the music, the AV, the volunteers, everything that happens here. I am so grateful. So let us all say together, and so it is, so it is. So it is.
Thank you, Teresa. I invite you to sing along in this community song that we've chosen for this month, all about harmony and happiness. The Song That Saved the World by Harold Payne.
They came from every country, every color, race, and creed. of their home, and no one felt alone. People rocking, beats were dropping. They let the music do their talking. Na 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 na. They sang a song that saved the world. Na 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 na. They sang a song that saved the world. They put aside their differences and let their God come down and found some common ground. They played and sang together, hearts in every word, and every voice was heard. Hands were clapping, people dancing, something beautiful was happening. La 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 la. They sang a song that saved the world. La 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 la. They sang a song that saved the world. A joyful, peaceful crowd. No politicians allowed. They were singing la 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 la. They sang a song that saved the world. La 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 la. They sang a song that saved the world. Everybody now, la 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 la. They sang a song that saved the world. La 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 la. They sang a song that saved the world. Let's sing it. La 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 la. They sang a song that saved the world. La 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 la. They sang a song that saved the world. They were singing la 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 la. They sang a song that saved the world. Everybody now, la 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 la. They sang a song that saved the world.
Oh, thanks so much. Always great when you sing along. It's my pleasure to introduce our special music today. You know, it's been a long time since we had this spicy North African music. So wonderful to show off Raj and Brian a little bit, Bing Brack, Adnan, and a new member of the group. This is Roger. So we're so excited to have this cultural experience. And I dare you to sit still.
Oh, wow, that was so awesome. Well, I just love it when this guy comes home. Reverend Donald was not once, but twice our senior minister, and then came back for a year as a consulting minister to help us do the work that we needed to do to attract our beloved Reverend Cindy. Donald spent over 30 years as a full-time pulpit minister with CSL before he apparently decided that he would much rather keep building or buying houses, the perfect house, until they moved in and then figured out, oops, something's missing, and start all over again. How many is this now? 5. And they've been married for 8 years. That's more than Myrna has moved. And I didn't think anybody moved more than Myrna. So as I've said the last 2 times he's been with us, because some things just bear repeating, Donald's official bio says, and it's very true, his love of life is contagious, his humor is infectious, not infectious, and he inspires and compels the willing to become infinitely greater than they previously thought was possible. However, I stick to my version of who he is. He is annoyingly insightful, disgustingly right about everything, infuriatingly brilliant, and exasperatingly quick. And despite all those things, he's also incredibly supportive and the very best teacher I've ever experienced in my entire life. He is an inspiring speaker, a dear friend, and it's always a blessing to our center to welcome home Reverend Donald Graves.
I would love to, but I don't dare repeat some of the stuff I say in Linda's ear. Well, good morning to you all. I see some, good grief, I see some faces out there that I recognize and I miss. It's good to see you all. Even the new faces. It's good to see you too. So this today and next week is a continuation. It's a series, basically, a very short series. And the idea here is to give a little deeper, and since I prefer speaking in common vernacular instead of doing dogmatic language and lingo from a particular place, or it has to be looking a certain way, it makes me crazy. I'd rather speak street language. And so my goal over these next 2 weeks is to give you a mini science of mind philosophy lesson. We teach principles that are universal, everywhere present. They work all the time because they're principles. It's the law itself. And it's consistent through every single major world religion of the world. It's major religions. If you put them stacked one on top of the other, look down through all of them, you're going to find these common principles. And this week, we're talking about the source of it all. Next week, and a little bit about the wholeness of it. And next week, basically how to use it. So January, we do the basic principles. We cover the first 4 chapters of the Science of Mind book, written by Dr. Ernest Holmes. And so that particular book, it's the closest thing to a ritual that Science of Mind churches and centers have around the world to repeat these lessons every year, just as a reminder about what's going on. And then you get into classes and find out more in depth about how those principles are usable day to day, moment to moment. I'm going to tell you a secret. You're already using them. As you understand these things deeply, you will find you have never not used it, and now maybe you can use it deliberately and get the results you want in your life, even if you have to move 5 times to do it. or get married 6 times to do it. I asked an audience of 750 people out of Silmar at the Silmar Summer Conference years ago. I said, how many people here have been married more than once? It looked like the whole room raised their hands. How many of you have been married more than twice? Most of the room raised their hands. How many of you have been married 3 times? Still, a huge percentage of the room raised their hands. And so I said, well, we've just done a survey, and in order to be a successful metaphysical teacher and practicer, you have to get divorced a lot. Well, they laughed too, and I wondered, what is that really all about? It's about when something doesn't work, you work here first to see if you can change that, changing that point of view so that you end up having the life you really want from the inside out. And sometimes circumstances are different, or our consciousness is not developed enough, and so we end up falling short of that goal of having it right the first time forever. You know, life is not a forever thing. Well, that's not true. Life is a forever thing. But our living here in this dimension is not a forever thing. I don't know, some of you may have realized that some people don't make it out of this life alive. And that's kind of a shock to some people. But it's an important thing to realize, that this whole thing of life, the cyclic nature of life itself, it comes into expression and leaves that expression. The nature of all forms is that they're transitory. The chair you're sitting on will not be here in some period of time in the future. The person sitting on that chair will not be here at some time in the future. That's not a bad thing. It's an honoring of life. So embrace it, step into it fully, joyfully, and choose your path, not somebody else's, your path along that way. There's a poet I came across a long time ago. He said, if you can see the path in front of you, it's not yours. Paths are made by walking. So that's the path that you're on, whether you know it or not, or whether you wish it were so or not. And wouldn't it be so nice to have a guide to say, well, you do this, and then you, and then you, and you're going to end up exactly in the right spot. Of course, that's heaven. If there is such a thing. So this young man applied for a telegraph operator job, and he responded to an ad in the newspaper, and when he walked into the office, he had studied Morse code, he was adept at it. He walked in and there were 7 other people sitting in there waiting to be interviewed for the job. He goes, oh. So he hears all sorts of this traffic around him, the people coming in and leaving the office, and this telegraph is popping and clicking in the background constantly, and he sees a sign at the reception's desk that says, pick up a form, fill it out, and you'll be called. So he went and picked up the form, he filled it out, and as he sat there for not much longer, he stood up and he walked into the inner office. And everybody else who's sitting out there is wondering, what the dickens is going on here? I mean, he just got here, and how can he be so bold? I bet he's going to get his tail reamed for having done that. Well, a few moments later, the boss comes out. He's next to him and said, and the boss says, well, thank you all for coming. I very much appreciate your interest in the job, but the job has been filled. And they're all shocked. What do you mean? And one of the people was bold enough also to say, well, what's going on? We've been here before him. He's been here the shortest period of time. He gets hired. What's happening? He said, all the time that you've been sitting here, the telegraph has been clicking in the background. If you understand this, come into the back office. The job is yours. Are you listening? People don't want to hear the truth when they don't want their illusions destroyed. You may have found this true about yourself. You know, la 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 la. I'm not going to hear that. I'm going to stay the same. It's like there's something out there that's all messed up. It has nothing to do with me. I'm a victim of the world. You know, none of that ever happens around us. And if it does, it's always somebody else. Nobody in this particular room has ever had that happen to them. I know that because we are metaphysicians. We understand the truth. But ultimately, just like that telegraph operator, we are what we listen to. We are and become what we pay attention to. So what are you paying attention to? What has your focus on the most common consumption of your time all day long? What's that voice in the back of your head saying? What's the voice from 50 years ago saying in the back of your head? It's not even your voice except that maybe you've accepted it as your truth, your voice. What are you listening to? Dr. Ernest Holmes, in his original version of The Science of Mind, published in 1926, wrote, "Personality is but half expressed until we realize that within we are complete." Completion is from within and not from without. You can't fill yourself up and be complete from outside in. You can be maybe reminded that you are the source of your own good. You are the source of your joy. You are the source of your wisdom. You are the source of your life because it's you that life expresses through. Like our quotation this morning that Teresa read. That's one of my favorites. Life lives through us. The infinite expresses through us. All of our ideas, our thoughts, everything we do, our behaviors starts there at the source, which is the focus of today's talk. At the source, filters through our awareness into our experience and expressions. So who's responsible for our experience? You're supposed to point to the person next to you. If you're married, you point to your spouse, right? Or you point to your minister or whatever. Please. There's a system within which we all live, move, and have our being. That system is represented by this symbol. This is the teaching symbol of the science of mind. How many of you are familiar with this, how it operates, and could talk in common English as to what it means and why it's such a good teaching tool? Some. You know, you've probably been around this philosophy for 20 years. So, or you paid attention and did the reading, etc., etc. In general, there is source. This is spirit. That's part of the system. It is all pervasive. It's everywhere present. This middle part is the filter. That's where all the conclusions and decisions of mankind have ever been made from every culture, every walk of life. That's where those decisions and conclusions and beliefs, opinions, that's where they exist. That's the filter. And down here at the bottom, excuse me, honey. Down here at the bottom, at the point, that's the expression and the experience for every individual, or for a race, a culture. The system is the whole enchilada. It's cyclic, it's a circle. Life comes in, life goes out. That's the circle itself. That system is whole, perfect, complete. Nothing's missing in it. Everything that exists started in this as captured and described, and the causation of it can be caught in this particular symbol and an understanding of this particular symbol. That's why I love this philosophy. It saved my bacon back in 1980. Literally. I was I was on the road to become one of the biggest, foulest curmudgeons on the planet. Seriously. And the cost it would have for me, I could start realizing its cost of tearing me down internally, tearing me down physically. Maybe there's something to this stuff. And this big barrel-chested old minister stood on the platform and he spoke as an orator. And here he is, he's saying stuff that I knew to be true since I was 12. Where does that happen? Where does that come from? I have no idea, but it's in the system. My maternal grandmother told me I was going to go to hell if I wasn't a member of her church. And bless her heart, for her church was her church on Broad Street in Wichita Falls, Texas. And you damn better be a member there and participant there, otherwise you're going to hell. She really felt sorry for me. Well, didn't make me change my mind, but I thought maybe Mama's right. And maybe Zelda Cohen, this Jewish girl I went to elementary school with, maybe she was right. And maybe Danny Price, a Catholic boy I knew, maybe he was right. I wonder if they're all right. I wonder if they're all correct in their particular philosophy, living their particular life via that particular philosophy. And what I discovered over time in the church that we ended up settling in was that they were all right. I wasn't wrong. They were all right, and therefore I must be right too. By finding my own way, and those people, some of them I doubt ever left that particular teaching because it supported them. It reinforced what they knew to be true. And their whole life demonstrated that philosophy. That philosophy was consistent for them. Now, some of them probably experienced different teachers during their time there. That may have altered their experience of it. It may have even changed the way they lived it. But I bet not by much. This gave me freedom. I've found that we all have points of view. Anybody here not have a point of view? I just want to make sure I'm talking to the room. So yeah, we all have points of view. What we may not all know is that those points of view can change. But I suspect that no matter how firm you are in your point of view, you've changed your mind too sometime in your life. That's what the science of mind is about. You change your mind for the better so that you end up with more of the joy of life, more of the prosperity, the abundant life itself, more joy, more love, more harmony. I mean, the whole month is about harmony. I can't imagine a better source for harmony than music. I mean, Harold Payne pegged it when he wrote that song. You gather a bunch of people, each person from their individual culture brings their own instrument from their culture, and you play music together, na, 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 you know? I mean, I love the sound of the na, 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 but done differently. And there is no language more universal than music. I mean, I got chills thinking about it. My God. What a beautiful thing. So source is at the top. Subjective mind, the soul, law, the principle, and form, the results, everything in life. Now, this is the way this circle works best. If you realize that there is an arcing line here coming down into the point, and then bouncing back up through the law and back out again to arc again, coming back down into a point of experience, and then arcing up again and around. So it's a constant cycle of a previous experience guiding, but coming through source, being reinforced through source, the subject of that particular focus, that thought, of that idea, that belief, the subject gets reinforced here, and so that it shows up again and again and again, it gets repeated. And then it gets re-expressed again. But there's an opportunity right here in that bounce for the mind to change. So that next cycle, it comes in and plants a different seed in this soil, so that you end up with a different plant at the bottom. That's what Science of Mind teaches. That's the system that absolutely is consistent, whole, perfect, complete in every regard, and it's there and operates through everyone. Now, this particular series of talks comes from one of Ernest Holmes' famous quotations. There's a power in the universe for good, and you can use it. It always bugged me. I know it was spoken by the Master, but it bugged me. There's a power for good in the universe, and you already use it. How do you choose to use it next time? The same way or differently? How do you change how you use it? By changing your mind. That's how simple this stuff is. I mean, I'm not real particular bright. It was so simple it made sense to me. Don't give me that look. There's a famous proverb that God is that place where words fall short and thoughts turn back. There was a little book written by a Hindu teacher, a Hindu guru. I don't remember the name of the book. It wasn't relevant to me. What this line was important. This book was about 80 pages, 8-point font, and it starts by asking, what is God? And then it answers that simple, 3-word question in those other pages. And at the end, the ending sentence is, and more than this. Pow. I thought, we can't limit God except through our own experience. We limit God. We put a label on what God is. We limit the potential of God. We limit our own experience by how we limit our definition of God. So Santa Claus is benign. Great presents, but somebody hands out the coal. Somebody who knows you gave you that coal. So we're the ones who shape the experiences and every expression that we offer into life. We're the ones who shape those positively or negatively, constructively or destructively. I trust each of you will choose to be constructive in your thinking so that you end up constructive in your experience in life, that it's more positive than negative. And by the way, you can't have one without the other, positive and negative. I used to believe that means it has to be 50-50 throughout the whole world. One person who thinks negatively will satisfy the need for polarity. Every other 99 people can have the good. You're not limited by thinking that you need to have a little bit of bad in your life to be okay. Please don't go there. The universe loves us so much. That is the other thing I love about this system. That my spin on it is the universe loves us so much it is willing to have us kill ourselves and start all over until we get it right. Does that sound like a contradiction of terms? Loves us so much that it will let us hurt ourselves with our choices, our decisions? Well, re-choose. Start over. You're not a failure. You're an absolute success. Every which way, you're a total success in everything you do. You can't fail. One more example. A buddy of mine, whom I've interacted with, played with, philosophized with for over 35 years, he was diagnosed with a prostate issue. He went in for studies to find out about it. Found out he had AFib. Okay, he went into that negative place in his head. So we're talking about it on the phone. And in that conversation, we both realized a couple of things. One, he forgot to do his woo-woo stuff. That's what we call it. Do his woo-woo, know the truth, in spite of what the doctors say. There's something operating within us that can heal anything from the inside out. So he started doing his work. Boom. Well, ended up not needing an operation, didn't need a stent. He just kept doing his work, didn't need to have the prostate repair. It's like rock. And as he's telling me about this result, I'm thinking about, I used to say all the time, I chose well. Talking about the body I chose to come into. I chose well. My body has let me get away with doing stuff that nobody should be able to do. And I've survived it, kind of a thing. And I've healed quickly too. I chose well. So in 2009, I had a bike crash, frontal head plant into the street, traumatic brain injury, messed with my experience of executive function. I could not manage anything. From that time until he and I talked, I had forgotten I chose well. This body supports me living the life I want to live. And I stopped supporting it. Boy, I tell you what, my mind changed that day, and that phone conversation right then and there, I chose well. I chose well. There's a power for good. There's a power of good. You use it. Ultimately, you are what you attend to. Ultimately, you are what you think about all day long. If necessary, think differently. If not, keep doing it. Bless you. Let's pray together. This philosophy teaches the power of prayer. And I speak for you. I speak for your experience, for your life, for your good. And I will speak in first person, knowing that about myself, because there's one mind. We all live, move, and have our being in that one mind. And so as I speak in first person, translate these words, if necessary, into your own for you and your life. And let's go within, let the harmonies in the background move you forward into accepting the reality of this truth. The one life, the one light, peace, joy, true prosperity, true wholeness in every regard lives in me and as me. It lives in everyone as everyone. And therefore, every person experiences the joy that comes out of the knowing this truth. And I speak my word for everyone. For I know that that power, that presence, that infinity, that source itself operates through me wholly, perfectly, completely. All notions of limitation simply disappear. They dissolve. They move aside. All obstacles just fall off the path. So I walk easily, effortlessly, calmly, smoothly through life and know this very same fact for everyone. I feel so full in this knowing. I feel so joy-filled in seeing it expressed in the lights, in the eyes, in the lives of everyone around me. For I know that all life, that life still remains, always shall be good, supportive, nurturing in every regard. So with joy in my heart, I let these words be, I let them go, and I step into the flow. And in affirmation of it, together we say, and so it is. Now is one of my favorite parts of a church service, so-called. And you might have an opinion about what my favorite part about that might be. Because a lot of people call this segment of our service a chance to invest in fire insurance. It's the only way you keep out of hell is by giving to the church. I do not believe that for one moment, because I don't believe in hell except for the one we create right here, right now, in this particular moment, which I can step out of just as easily as I stepped in it. So, what we believe in giving is that we give to that which supports us. We give to that which nurtures us. We give to that which helps us have the life we want. And my experience of this philosophy is centers very much like this one. That's what that does. That center does that. And this music uplifts us. And the messages, I hope even this one, reaches you in such a way that you feel uplifted in such a way that you step into your more perfecter life. That's what this is about. And so by giving, you support the center and everything it supports, all the activities, the classes, the workshops, the musicians, for sure. These guys are great. I'm sure they miss you, Drew. So as the ushers come forward, if you would please, and you can contribute online. You can put a check in there. Actually, there's a website link that you can contribute through as well. But as you give, whether physically right here this morning or in that one of those other mediums, give so from the full awareness that you're giving to that which you want more of that awareness. So please step into your abundance and let that be and let it support you. Please. I know you're chomping at the bit.
It's good to see such a full house today. I think they came to see you, Reverend Donald. They didn't know better.
So together, as I speak these words of blessing, let us know together that by the giving, you have been blessed. By the receiving, the center has been blessed. And in the cycle, the continuation of the circulation of that cycle, its whole being is blessed. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and keep saying thank you.
All that I need comes to me. All that I need comes to me. The light of love and grace shines upon my face. All that I need comes to me. I've been set free, I'm released. I've been set free, I'm released. The burden of my past has gone away at last. I've been set free, I'm released. All that I need comes to me. All that I need comes to me. The light of love and grace shines upon my face. All that I need comes to me. All that I need comes to me.
Well, now we get to hear from that amazing group, Bazeen. We're going to do some musical chairs and stage prep for this. And notice some pretty amazing instruments. Adnan plays the oud. That's that stringed instrument. He picks circles around me on guitar. Raj plays the rick. Yeah, there are two ricks here, me and that. And then Brian and Roger, are you both playing doumbek or djembe?
Everything.
Yes.
The other ones, the bigger ones are the whole lot.
Oh, wow, cool. So enjoy this spicy music. Bazeen is like a spicy dish in North Africa. So think of this as a very spicy dish. Bazeen. Wow. Harmony and happiness all in one package. That's spicy. Thanks so much, Donald. I don't think I've expressed publicly how much gratitude I have for you. 30 years ago, just about, you invited me to direct music. And but you were an incredible teacher for me. And you were the divine provocateur. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Oh, thank you. And thank you for your message today. It was powerful. I like the street language. That's awesome. Oh, we have so much to look forward to, don't we? Remember the midweek experience, the breath work. It'll be really fascinating. Shanti does such a great job putting all that together. As we close out the month of August, look forward to ending this heat wave and getting into the vigor and wonderful learning experiences we have coming up in September. Please sign up for the choir. I'm so excited for that. Rich Smith will be conducting. He's just masterful and so much fun. And it won't be a huge time commitment either, so don't worry about that. We'll have recordings, sent to you via email, and you can do a lot of the learning on your own, and we'll just gather to have that group experience. So look forward to that. Remember that the practitioners are available after this service across the hall. I'll take advantage of that too. Kind of put an exclamation point on some of the things Reverend Donald expressed to us today. Let's stand, everybody. Let's embody this wonderful song. Stand together.
Something great is happening. Love has taken hold and it won't let go of us now. Something here is calling us forward, upward motion. We're drops in one ocean. Roll on. Will you rise up with me today? Lift up your voice and boldly say, we are the ones we've been